All right. We got our first place winner today here at Locals. He fucking 2-0'd shit out of me, and I'm very upset about it. But at the same time, Bird Gang.
Bird Gang.
Undefeated. Let's go and get into your deck profile, my guy.
Alright, so the Bird lineup is pretty standard. The 3 Rabina.
Shine, I hate those. You're good though.
Eaglin, 1 Talkin, 1 Streak. Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, kill all the birds. Hate them all. Hey, but Bird Game, he been working hard for this.
Bird Gang.
And it's not an easy time to win at Locals.
It's really not. It's hard. 2 Impin, standard, and we do the standard 1 Ryza, 1 Miss Valley.
And you didn't brick on me at all.
I really didn't. I think that's crazy. The craziest part about it. Now this is where it gets weird. We do 2 wind barrier statues.
So explain why you play 2 and not 1.
So I wanted, especially now with DD Crow being so popular, when I go to add it back off the Ryza, they just banish it. I can't recover it. So having 2, I think works, and I've never bricked on it. So just having these both is really good, especially just having the ability to have 2.
Yeah, the utility to have like, all right, you think you out 1, but here comes that second one.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
Especially whenever they go like Branded Fusion or another fusion card like I did you actually. So I literally go Dreaming Town and do the second one, and then they have
your fusion just goes nowhere.
Yeah. So I like to.
So I was trying to make my DP. I activate Fusion Destiny, chain the trap, and summon Barrier Statue.
It was crazy. 3 shifter.
God guard.
So good.
As long as you see it.
As long as I see it, which I usually don't. 2 DD Crow.
So explain. So I've seen some lists play 1 DD Crow because it's searchable. So why play 2?
If I see 1 opening hand, good, cool. But if I don't, I can just search it. I like 2 just because I feel like you need more than 1. And if I really wanted to, I can recycle it with Ryza.
Yeah.
So I think 2 is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, and it is. Yeah, you just banish it off.
I
forgot all about
I know that.
Yep, you banish all the time. I banished 1 DD Crow off the and just add back.
Not for the rest of the turn.
3
More
map
God cards. I hate this map card.
It's so good. 3 map.
I did over it though. It felt good, but I still lost.
See, we do the 1 unexplored wins. And the pot lineup, the 3-3-3.
So you don't like it? You don't like extra app? I've seen one list where I would play a singular copy of extra app. It's not. Is it not needed?
Nah, I don't feel like it's needed, especially whenever I do like the 3 triple T's in the main. So I don't break on this either. If anything, like you would think with all the draw power, it would conflict, especially with like this and prosperity. I've at least recently within testing this, I have gotten like a Bird Advent, unexplored wins, this, and like duality. I've never had a hand, even at Ohio, I never had a hand where it was like these and all the pots.
Yeah.
So just having the Rubina,
and then you can like snatch cards out.
Especially whenever like I'll have like map in hand and I'll do just Rubina and another bird, so I can yank a card out of their hand and then go map and then do what I was gonna do anyway. Sure, I don't get wind barrier statue, but like I do the Impin, add it Rubina back, so I can do the wind barrier on their turn.
Hey, this man's growth with birds is astounding.
Thank you. It's so good. It's my favorite deck, and 3 Dark Rulers in
this
main.
game. Oh my lord, this card won him the game.
I think it's won me everything today. Really.
Yo, I went full combo, had DP with a 4-mat Apo, and he top decked Dark Ruler and just won the game.
Oh, absolutely. And it's like I said, won me the game. A lot of things today, just because you just drop it, and then it's crazy. And then just the ones of the Feather Duster and the
So did you ever feel like a second Dreaming Town ever coming up, like playing more than 1?
You know, I've thought about it. It's something that I think I'll test at one point. I mean, this is really good, but I think that, especially, at least in this current build, that, I mean, unless I cut DD Crow to 1, I wouldn't do this, because I think that at that point that's really pretty good. Yeah. Especially with the 2 wind barrier statues. So I might try that. I can see 2. I mean, it was done, so clearly it makes sense to some degree. Yeah. So,
but in your current build, it's like
I just think that 2 would be bricky, at least in this build.
I feel you on that.
Side first, or do you want to do the extra?
This is the worst you get put I've ever.
Turn skipper.
Yep.
God.
At least I didn't face that. But
Oh yeah, well I never like going seconds, game 2, if I go first, then I put it in. If not, then I usually just never side it in at all.
I'll put you on
that. 3 ogre.
How'd you like oak? Did it come up at all?
It has, but it hasn't. I think that it's something that it should be. I think you should have it, whether it be in the side or the main. I think it's mandatory right now.
So the reason I asked that, because having a discussion like with building last night, is if you shifted them, you can't ogre them.
I never see 2 in the same hand.
See, that's a god shit right there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't see it. Like, it's usually shifter or this, not both. And even if it is, because I was doing a build where it was like 3 draw lockbird and shifter. If I saw both in the same hand, I would go shifter. And then at that point, when shifter is finally done and over with, and they still want to search or they still want to do stuff, I would draw on their turn and then just not play on their turn, and then
then go and use birdie shenanigans on the following turn.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Same thing with this.
If
I see it in the same hand with shifter, but I usually don't, especially because I rarely see shifter.
I can dig it.
Like the cards and elders, the trap cards aren't like
3 droplet. I wanted to test this out. The theory behind this was I would always like just set this if I saw it, which I never did. And then since all the little birds, I can just send those from hand to grave anyway, because I can just banish them with street and then grab them when talking again.
Yeah.
They didn't come up today, but I wanted to try it. Because I was explained to me by Kai actually that you would go like a pot and then chain with the droplet, send the pot, and then another little bird.
So you get 2 negates, it's still plus.
Yeah.
That's actually
yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, I wanted to try this. This will be Slayers whenever I get those. Until then, I wanted to try and mess with this. This could have been Ash. I actually took these out for Ashes, which, I mean,
experimental.
Yeah.
Before you make your like final stamp on how you want to build.
Yeah.
I understand.
3 lightning storm. I mean, monsters or spell traps. Usually, I see. I mean, yeah, when I see it, I see like a Dark Ruler in hand, and then I just bye Zombie World, bye everything.
Lightning Storm you.
I mean, because I can play through the monsters once I drop Dark Ruler, so at that point, usually just go for the spell traps, because if they set stuff, I'm like, that's probably an Emperor.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, I don't want to deal with that.
I can't play through it.
Back row be gone.
Because I just don't see Advent enough, because I took out the Book of Moons. So
yeah, I didn't see Book of Moons.
So yeah, this is spell traps mostly, but if it's monsters, sure, but mostly for spell traps.
Yeah, because I'm worried to say anything.
Just having the duality is really good. And then 3 evenly.
Did you resolve evenly at all today?
I never used it, but there were games just in general. Evenly is just insane because Dark Ruler, and then just it's the same. It's
Dark Ruler evenly. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, the combo. I usually see both together, if not an additional Lightning Storm and a map and a bird. So just this is really good. Have that.
And what's your extra deck looking like?
Extra deck. 3 Nightingale. I guess this is where it gets a little weird. 2 Downer, and then 3 Zeus.
3 Zeus. The real question is, how often does any of this come up for you?
More often than not. I mean, it doesn't come up like an insane amount, but
you just want to have it there.
Have it there, yeah. There are times when I just absolutely need to go into extra deck to out stuff. More than likely, it's a floodgate, and I can't like tribute things. So,
Zeus on the board, baby.
Yeah. Which even then, that's hard in itself, just because I mean, they have to let me do the Nightingale, do the Downer, and then do that. But just if it happens, it happens. But just having the ability to do that.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I don't run another Downer just because I feel if I really go through all this, I really just need this.
Yeah.
So just at that point, it's just to finish it.
Yeah,
at that point. And then these 2 bounce back spell traps for cards like Skill Drain. Just because it resolves. You activate it, Advent, banish it, add, and then it resolves.
Yeah, you dodge it and it still bounces. That's pretty high. I never thought of that.
2 of these. Well, I guess the standards, 2 Phoenix, and then this is Adignister, just right here, the Underworld Goddess. But yeah, this is
the boardy boards.
Yeah. And then this is probably the weirdest one out of all of them, but it's my favorite out of the extra deck. 2 Scareclaw Tryhard. Yeah, my boy Dylan put me on this. This is, I think, the Walmart brand Baguska. This buys me a turn or 2, and having the ability to make 2 of them is really good. Just because it puts everything in defense and it's unaffected, so they have to at least spend 1 or 2 turns trying to out this. So this is really good. I don't. Just 3 little birds, and then or an Empen, and then this is
And it's 3K too.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
All right. So thank you for your profile, my guy. You came in with first place. I hope we get to rematch with a different hero build, but Lord have mercy, I'm done with birds.
Bird gang.
Thank you.